Good morning, Lorinda Carr here for Daily Vibe Check. Yes, I'm back. I'm going to try to see how much I can do. I'm just going to take it one day at a time, basically, see how things go. And appreciate everyone reaching out that reached out to offer support spiritually, emotionally, sending good vibes and all that for my situation last week, losing my dad. And I hope everyone had a wonderful Mother's Day, whether you celebrate being a mom or having a mom, being mom to humans or animals, um, or, like for me, sometimes my dance children are my kids too. So it takes on a whole new meaning to motherhood. All right. So let's see what Spirit wants us to know today for our greatest and highest good. Remember, overall vibe, it's more about I'm not predicting your day, no self fulfilling prophecies. Okay, so we are just finding out the overall vibration for the day to figure out, not figure out, but like it's that concept of if you see a train coming, do you stand there and wait for it to hit you? Or do you kind of gauge what's happening, step off the track, and then see how you can navigate yourself around it? Yeah, that's how we look at it. All right, Knight of Pentacles reversed. It's a tough way to start a Monday. Thanks, Spirit. So this has an overall feeling or vibration of when the Knight of Pentacles is upright, it's starting a new job. It's starting a new or going after something, and not necessarily new, but like deciding I want that. I'm going to get on my horse and I'm going to go get it because knights are doers. They are action oriented. And when it's upside down, there's a hesitancy, either a delay or something's going on where you're not quite getting on that horse to go get what you need. Okay, let's see what else. Temperance, feeling a little unbalanced. So now in the traditional card, Temperance has the man standing, or the person, not necessarily man, just person standing with two cups and trying to balance and find harmony with things that don't necessarily go together, like instinctively go together. And also Archangel Michael is what I think of because the big giant wings. Now, when I see this, I see him, moon in one hand, sun in the other. Okay. How are we juggling the light and the dark? How are we juggling the idea that maybe things that don't go together, or maybe you're hesitant about starting a new job because you're not quite sure how, if it even vibes with you. Maybe it's kind of an out of the box thing for you and you're not sure if this is the direction you want to go. So let's get a little bit of clarity. Let's do one more. Let's get an action step. Action. I'm all about action. All right. So how are we doing with just action? Oh my goodness. Knight of Cups. All right. So again, Knight it reversed. So Knight of Cups reversed. In relationships, this is someone who's just trying to fool you, who's messing with you, who's not fully vested in a relationship. And since Knight of Pentacles Pentacles are typically financial or earthbound things. Okay. It can also be things that mean something to you. So maybe you've been holding off, like there's some reason you're hesitating and not going for something that you really think you want, or an opportunity that's right in front of you because it just doesn't vibe. It's not vibing right. And this is saying, hey, maybe you should check your emotions at the door. Check your, no, I shouldn't even say that. Not check your emotions at the door. I feel like this is saying, like, hold off. If your gut is telling you that this is two knights, this is two people going, which is funny because you've got emotion and earthbound things trying to find a balance between the two. So maybe job, opportunity, family, way off balance, maybe in the timing or, pardon me, major allergy day today. Things are just off balance and you don't know how to juggle the two. And like you want so badly just to dive right in and do things. So like, oh, here we go. This is, I love when it all comes together, you know, for me, because I'm the end all be all. So for me, I'm not going 100% in on everything I'm doing right now. I've got sign, which because everything I do, I love. I literally get rid of the things that don't bring me joy because I don't have time for that stuff. I only do things, I only put my time into things that I love doing. I love the hypnosis. I love doing readings. Um, and and then I love to, of course, I opened a dance studio. I love teaching. And I have my tap company. I love performing and they're my family. Like I've had my tap company for 8 years now, almost nine. It'll be 9 in September. Oh my gosh, 9 years. And I'm having a hard time balancing. And of course there's my family, my husband, my kids. My daughter just came home from college. She'll be home all summer. My son's a junior, finishing up his junior year. And my other kid doesn't talk to me. Shocker. So it's just a matter of finding that balance. And I'm not going all in on anything because I just haven't figured out the balance of it all yet. So how's that apply to your life? Are you maybe if you're dating, you're looking for love? Are you really wanting to jump in, but you're also trying to like juggle job responsibilities and your two worlds just are not meeting? It's like the like your two different things you've got going on or the different things you've got going on should come together in balance in your life, but for whatever reason they're just not. So what's the lesson in all this? So I'm not really sure how that Knight of Cups actionable step goes for you. It'll be different for everybody, believe it or not. So I'm interested to hear how this all vibes with you guys. All right. What's the lesson we need to learn? Loneliness. I know that I'm never alone. So again, in the case of relationships, even if you're alone, you're never alone. If you feel like you kind of like one of those people that at work you kind of don't fit in, you don't vibe with people, you're not on the same frequency, the same level as people, and you just feel alone in your world. This is saying that just know that you're not alone. Like there are people around you. There are people in your same vibration wavelength. And if you don't like what you see, then maybe evaluate where your vibe is so you can change it to be with people that you do vibe with, that you want to vibe with. And just know that there are constantly, like you've got spirit with you, you've got, the collective conscious with you, you've got so much energy around us. We are never ever truly alone. And I think I know for me, once I kind of let that sink in, that's a really good feeling because even though I'm sitting in a room all by myself, I know I'm not all by myself. I've got my 5 guides. I know that at any point I could pick up my phone or, open my computer and reach out and have people that raise my vibration, that make me feel good and make me and see me and value me, and help and raise my vibration. I know that anytime I could reach out and find that. And I think that's a really good important lesson as we're coming out of Mother's Day. I had a minor pity party because the oldest child has decided I'm toxic and dysfunctional after the wedding. And I kind of called her out on some things in a very nice way, actually. And, inviting a conversation, and she hasn't spoken to me for a year and a half because I'm toxic and dysfunctional. So Mother's Day can bring about those feelings of loneliness, like I don't have anybody. But then I realize, but I do, because I have my 2 other children. Even though my son couldn't bother with like leaving his room more than like 2 minutes the entire day, he came down to say hi to relatives and disappeared again. Like not even hanging with his cousin, nothing. Just couldn't be bothered. And so it's that feeling of I can choose to hone in on that. Side note, he's 17, so really the bar is really low in expectation in that regard. Whereas my middle child was like rocking and rolling, making deviled eggs. Like she was like, okay, what do you need me to do? That's a good Mother's Day. And that feeling of when I'm doing dishes at midnight going, well, hell, why am I cleaning up this stuff? But then I have to take a step and realize my mom was there. I'm so thankful to have my mom, Matt's mom. We still have our parents, the parents that matter. And just because my dad totally failed in financially helping us throughout his life, and definitely fell off his white horse, a very real white horse, and was a complete ass and completely unbalanced and out of control. He's gone now, and I don't miss it because his negative energy was not something I needed in my life. And I could wallow in that. I could feel alone. Or I could take a step back and go, okay, yes, I'm missing this part in my life. Or these are the things I can be thankful for. I'm thankful that my cousin came yesterday. Like, I don't know the last time I saw him. And we had this really funny relationship where like we always act like we hate each other, but I'm always so happy to see him. And, we had people around us that just absolutely enjoy being with us. And so for that, I'm thankful, and realizing that even though I feel that hole, that sense of missing something, especially from my daughter, that's probably the most, the biggest thing. Because I literally sacrificed everything, literally everything for her. I have to pay attention to what means something, and the things that bring joy, people that want to be around me, that vibe in my frequency, that get me and still want to be around. I'm not lonely. And even when those people aren't around, I've got Spirit who loves me unconditionally and loves you unconditionally. So that's a great way to kick off the week. Realizing that just because you feel lonely at times doesn't mean you're by yourself. Do what you can to figure out, okay, maybe I don't have this, but what do I have? And how do I create balance in my life with the things I don't have and the things that I do have? Or how do I create balance with all the things that I have that just don't vibe together very well? Just remember that even though they don't vibe together really well, they're still part of you. All these pieces still come together and make you. And I'm glad you're here. I'm thankful for you. And if you feel lonely and you need me to stalk you, let me know. I'll be happy to just stalk you. I'm kidding. But actually. All right. Have a fantastic Monday. I hope this message finds you well. And I'm looking forward to kind of getting back in the saddle. I'm going to miss a couple days. I'm not going to make any big giant promises. I'm just going to take things day at a time. And wish you all well. Have a fantastic day. See you next time.